The rate of online scam is still on the rise, with 2022 recording the highest number of cases and also the highest number of financial loss over the years. However, the only thing that has changed are the scam strategies that are being used. So in this video, I'll be listing and going through the top 10 scams you should be careful about in 2023, because with the rate at which they were going in 2022, I am sure that they will be worse in 2023 if people are not aware of it. As a bonus, by the end of this video, I will also share with you the age group that is being targeted by most of these scams and the age group that has lost the most amount of money. So don't go anywhere and stay till the end of this video. So there are lots of scams that are targeted based on your country where you stay and your location. But what I'm doing is I'm going to compile the scams that are targeted at anyone regardless of your country. These scams are international, like they work anywhere, so you need to be careful about these scams which I'll mention in this video. So I will start with the scams with the least impact and the least number of financial losses recorded. So throughout this video, for every scam I mention, I'll be showing you or telling you how it works and then how to protect yourself, and also the warning signs or the red flags for you to easily detect those scams. So the first type of scam you should watch out for in 2023 are the pyramid schemes. So basically, the way this one works is that someone reaches out to you either on social media telling you that there's this platform. They basically target those that have been looking for jobs, or if they notice that you've been looking for a job, they will reach out to you and tell you that there's this job you could join and you need to pay a certain amount of money to start. And once you bring or refer someone else, that you get money, you would get some money like that. So they build this whole pyramid scheme. You might not notice at first because there are so many things that they will tell you that will make it seem believable. They will show you receipts, they will show you withdrawal slips and some of those other things. And then if you're not careful, you will think that that is legitimate. Trust me, you might think, oh, this is old, everyone knows what a pyramid scheme is, but it's in the records, it's in the statistics that people are still falling for these things. So how do you detect it? What are the red flags for you to take note of? If you are to pay huge upfront costs, then you need to be careful. That is probably a pyramid scheme. And also, if you are supposed to pay an amount of money before getting started, and then when you get started, you're supposed to invite people or get people to join your team, stuff like that. There are so many business models that are built like this that might not be necessarily a pyramid scheme. But if there's no products that they are selling, for example, if there's no product that people want to buy, if there's no consumer products that are in demand, and perhaps they just bring out one ridiculous product for you to sell, you need to be careful about that type of job. This is obviously a pyramid scheme. And the thing about pyramid schemes is that most people get to involve their family members and friends to pyramid scheme, because if they tell you to invite someone, you most likely want to tell your friend, you can join this particular business or this particular investment or whatever you might want to call it, that it really pays. And obviously it will really pay you because you'll be getting some money from it. But you wouldn't know that what is happening is that as you're bringing in someone, they're taking the person's money to pay you. And when that person is bringing another person, they're using that person's money to pay the person you brought. So in this case, it's just a pyramid stuff, and it keeps going until when someone cannot get someone else, then the whole thing crashes. So it usually lasts for a very short period of time, maybe a year, 6 months at minimum. So you need to be careful of those pyramid schemes. They are everywhere. So how do you protect yourself from these pyramid schemes? Don't let anyone pressure you into getting started with something like this. If someone recommends it to you, might be a family member, just tell the person that this is probably a pyramid scheme and you wouldn't want to lose your money, and you would advise the person to withdraw. So don't be surprised if it's a family member or friend that is recommending this to you, because usually that is how it works. Sometimes they could reach out to you with they hacked social media account of some of your family members or some of your friends that you've not seen in a while, and then once they reach out to you and tell you about the whole opportunity, show you the fake withdrawal slips, and if it might be legitimate, but you know how it works. If you now end up putting your money, you lose your money in the end. So you just need to be careful about pyramid schemes. The delivery method is usually via social media and other social networking platforms, and the age group that are targeted by this are those that are from the age 25 to 34. Those are the people that usually fall victims for this, because they are the ones looking for jobs, they are the ones that are looking for this sort of opportunities to maybe make money. So you need to be careful about this. So the second one we are looking at here is the online shopping scams. And this is a sort of category of e-commerce scams. And the way this one works is that scammers set up fake websites with fake products. Some set up social media stores, Instagram stores, Facebook marketplace. Then they offer to sell some premium items at lower costs. So you might be on some of these platforms and then you see some product, something that was probably maybe $100 or 200,000 naira, and then you're seeing it for 100,000 naira or a lower cost, maybe $50, and you might immediately be tempted to get some of these things. The moment you try to get some of these things, or the moment you try to pay for it, you will notice that you've gotten scammed. So there are different warning signs you should look out for. If the prices of whatever they are selling in those platforms, it could be on Facebook Marketplace, it could be on Instagram store or their Instagram shop. If the prices are very low or just unbelievable in comparison to what is supposed to be sold, then it's a red flag for you to watch out for. Also, if you have to pay upfront, if they tell you you have to pay upfront before we deliver this to you, I know sometimes businesses do this, but you need to be careful, especially when you are doing some sort of electronic fund transfer, like paying with Bitcoin. Then it's definitely a red flag. If they tell you you have to pay for that item using Bitcoin, then it's a red flag, because if anything goes wrong, you cannot. Bitcoin or those sort of electronic transfers are untraceable. So it's something you need to be careful about. Then also wire transfer, they tell you to do this sort of wire transfer or international funds transfer. So anything transfer, you need to be careful. So if the payment is not done securely using PayPal or all these credit card transactions, like the normal way where you put in your credit card to make your payments, if it's not done that way, then you need to be careful. So how do you protect yourself from this type of scam? The first thing is to always research a platform or website before purchasing. So you need to research about the website. For example, it could be a personal website. I know many people have personal websites or personal stores where they sell some of their products. Don't just assume that that particular website is good or the person is not a scam. Make sure you investigate, and I've shown you how to investigate a website, how to investigate a platform. I have videos like that on my channel. You can go ahead and search for it. You will see the videos. So you need to make sure you investigate. Then also you need to check for that HTTPS symbol, that padlock symbol. If the website you are visiting to purchase something, if it does not have that symbol, then please don't engage with that website, because whatever you do, whatever details you put in that website, your card details or any details you put there will be seen, will be in clear text. So if malicious people have access to that platform, they'll be able to see everything. Or if malicious people own that platform, they'll be able to see all your details, your password or whatever you put there. So once you don't see that padlock symbol, that is a red flag issue. Take note of. So the age group, as at 2022, the age group that fell for these scams mostly were those from the age range of 35 to 44 and from 45 to 54. And the delivery method was usually via the internet or websites, and also social media platforms like Instagram shops and some of these other Facebook marketplace. So you need to be careful about this type of scams. They are still out there, and as you know, people would always fall for this. Our work, or my work here, is just to try to reduce the impact and also reduce the number of victims every year. But people would always fall for this because there are people that are new to all of this. So the third type of scam you should be careful about in 2023 is the identity theft scam. This is when scammers impersonate you. And basically how it works is that they get your sensitive information before they impersonate you. So you might want to ask, how do they impersonate you? Or how did they get your sensitive information in the first place? Most of them use phishing, where they use phishing emails or phishing SMS, or they hack your computer, or perhaps data breaches. Your details might have gotten leaked in data breaches that happened to companies. So they have your name, they have some of your personal details. And also, there's what they call document theft. So they could get your details from document theft. There are so many people that they feel like, oh, I have so many documents at home, I'm not using this document. They go through their documents, and instead of them to properly maybe cremate or burn these papers, like shred them, not burn, maybe shred them. I don't know. I heard it's not good to burn because of this whole environment, whatever. But you can shred those papers properly, or you tear them properly before disposal. Don't just say, oh, let me give these papers to these people that handle papers. In Nigeria, they call them the people that sell some food items. Some people just give those documents with their sensitive data, and it's not right, because once it gets into the wrong hands, they can have your details, and with your details, they'll be able to impersonate you. So you need to be careful of those things. But you might be asking, what can they do with my data? If they have my personally identifiable information, that's my PII, what can they do? Well, first of all, they can access and drain your bank accounts. In case you don't know, that is one thing they can do, but they will require some other stuff or some other help. Usually they need insider help also for that to happen. Then another thing they can do is they can open a bank account in your name. For most people, in case you don't know, you can always open a bank account using USSD on your mobile phone. You can create, people make it easier, or banks make it easier for you to just quickly create a new account on your mobile phone. So people, they can create or open a bank account with your details. If they have your name, your date of birth, and the basic information they ask, they can create a bank account in your name. And they can collect loans from all these loan applications that are online, all these numerous loan applications. All they need to do is get a new mobile device, get your details, get a SIM card or something like that, and then they start registering. They put all your details. If they have your date of birth, all those details about you, they register for loan apps and get money. So in the end, you'll be the one that will be blamed for all this, or if anything happens, they will come get you, or the police will come get you. So I know some people have had that experience where someone sends them an email that they are owing a particular amount of money to a loan application or a loan company, and then they'll be wondering, but I never collected any loan. Are these people joking with me? No, they are not joking with you. Your PII or your personal data has probably been used for an identity theft scam. So that is one thing you should take note of. Then also, they could purchase expensive goods in your name. They could access your social media, impersonate you to scam your family and friends. So this one is another important thing. Most of them could try to create a social media account and then put your picture. If they have your picture, if they have your phone number, whatever it is they have, they know what you most likely do. And then they can reach out to your friends, maybe your friends that you had in school, maybe when you were in your undergraduate level, or wherever it is. They could reach out to those people and they'll pretend to be you, in order to scam them or get some other information. So you might be asking, how do we prevent this, or how do I prevent my personal data from getting out there? How do I prevent identity theft? So the first thing you need to do, or the most important thing you need to do, is improve your cybersecurity hygiene. That is the only important thing you need to do. Once you improve your cybersecurity hygiene, you know things about privacy, you know the right things to do online, then that is all. That solves the problem. I have lots of videos on my channel that explains that, so you can watch the numerous videos I have on my channel, and trust me, you'll be able to improve your cybersecurity hygiene. Then the delivery method of this sort of scam is usually via SMS or phone or email. And then the age group that this is usually targeted at is those that are over 65, and sometimes those that are 35 to 44. I'm not saying that it is not targeted at other people that are not in this age range, but these are the age range that had the higher number of cases recorded. So the fourth type of scam that was recorded in 2022 is threats to life, or blackmailing, or sextortion. So you might be wondering, how did this scam, or what type of scam is this? And this is the first time I'm hearing threats to life or blackmailing, but you might have heard sextortion before. So basically, scammers claim to have some damning information about you, or some compromising information about you. So how this works is that they send you an email, they send you a message telling you that you've been hacked, and they have your compromising pictures, your videos, and sometimes they send you your passwords that they got in a data breach. And you'll be wondering, how did they get my password? Because so many people, I did a video and I've seen so many people that have been in that condition, and most of them were panicking because they were like, how did these people get my password? And they sent me my password on my email. Does it mean I've been hacked? Does it mean they have these pictures that they're talking about, and all these compromising pictures? What do I do? Do I pay them the money that they are requesting? Well, no, don't pay them any money, because most of these people don't have anything. The way they got your password was probably through a data breach, or through any means, through phishing, or you might have even been hacked. That's a possibility. So that's one way that they can blackmail you or sextort you. That's trying to get money from you. And another way is that you might receive a message saying you are owing us this amount, and you are guarantor of this person. So you might get a WhatsApp message or a Telegram message or a personal message. It might even be an email telling you that you are owing us a particular amount of money because you stood as guarantor for this particular person. So you might not even know the person. You might just put a random name. This is a scam. Take note. It's not something that is real. And then they tell you you are the guarantor of this person, and this person is owing 10,000 naira or $500, depending on your country. And the moment because you start panicking, wondering how they got your information in the first place, and they would tell you that they will embarrass you, that they would come to your address to collect the money. Sometimes they will also put your home address, and that is where it becomes very scary, because how did they get your home address in the first place? And this is why it's important to always keep your personal data. You don't need to have your full address on your CV. For those that don't know, your home address, your full home address shouldn't be on your CV. You can omit the exact number or the address where you stay. You can just put the location, but you don't really need to put the exact home address. I don't think they need that. If they need that, the company would request it. So how do you protect yourself from this? First of all, you need to have a very good cybersecurity hygiene. I keep on saying this. Your hygiene needs to be good. And then to protect yourself, when you see such emails or such messages, either via SMS or DM, just ignore them. Ignore them or delete them immediately. Don't try to have any form of engagement or discussion with them or saying, I know this is a joke, or don't do that. Just ignore them entirely. Do as if you didn't see the email. Once there's no response from you, even if you feel like they have something, maybe some of your pictures or whatever, because there are some people that have been hacked, basically. Like some people that have been hacked, either when they tried to download some of these cracked softwares, and they might have been hacked, and these people might have gotten access to their cameras and whatever. That's why they send you the screenshot of your desktop to show you that they've actually hacked you. But when they now tell you that they have some of your compromising images, you might be scared because you feel like they have it, but they don't have it. If I had your compromising pictures and I want to get money from you, I just need to send you one image so that you believe that I truly have it. But if they can't send you an image, then you really have nothing to worry about. It's just them bluffing or trying to get money from you. So the way they do it, they usually just spam this message to over like maybe 100 people in a day, hoping to get like 2 or 3 people or even more than 3 people to send them money, because they are scared or they think that these people have some of their compromising stuff. So another way to protect yourself, don't put your personal information online or out there, like your phone number, and especially your phone number that is reachable via call. I see some people putting their phone numbers on maybe their Instagram, saying you can reach me here. If you want them to reach you, make sure that phone number is a phone number that should not be receiving calls. Make sure you've set the phone number in a way that you won't receive calls, and don't put your major phone number. Because, for example, if someone is calling you consistently on your personal number that I kept online, what do? Do you destroy your SIM card, or do you dispose your SIM card because someone is disturbing you? You don't do that. So it's advisable in the first place not to have your main phone number online. So at least it's just so that you have privacy and you remain sane, because lots of people can spam and spam and spam, and you trust me, you will just get really annoyed. So your phone number, should find a way not to put it online. If you must put it, it should be a number that can only be reached via chats, and any call will be blocked. So that you should set it that way, that any calls to that number should be blocked. So you should have a number that people can reach out to you via call, and just the one for business, like any business related inquiries. Then the delivery method for this type of scam is usually via phone calls or via emails. And the people that fall for these scams are usually those that are 18 years, 24 years old, because I don't know why. I think most of them are still in the group of people that try to do some of this online gaming. They try to game online and they see themselves installing some cracked software or something like that. So I feel that's why those age group are most victims in this type of scam, and also those that are over 65. So at this point, if you've enjoyed the video so far, please subscribe to this channel and click the like button, because if you click the like button, so many people will see it, and this is the only way we can keep people safe from scams. I am really surprised that the rate of scam is increasing. I checked the statistics and I was thinking that it would reduce, but I was surprised that it increased. Regardless of the scam betas we have out there and people like me that we have out there, these things are still increasing. It's because most people are not trying to share these videos. Most people are not helping other people. So even though you feel like you know this information, it will be good to help other people that might not know it. So just go ahead and share this video after watching it. Let's go to the next one. The next one is this one is quite interesting: sponsorship or promotion scam. So how does this work? For the promotion type of scam, they reach out to you on Facebook and they tell you that they would pay you perhaps $100, and what they just need from you is they want to advertise on your Facebook page, that they've seen that you have a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers on your page, and your page will be good for their platform to just advertise some stuff. And they will tell you that we don't need access to your password, or we don't need access to your account. You don't need to give us anything. Just follow these steps and then you will give us rights to be able to post, and that is all. And once you follow them, or once you follow those steps, you end up getting your Facebook page hijacked. So for those that are watching this channel, I'm sure some of you might have faced that situation, or that's how most people found my channel anyway. So many people have fallen into that trick. The moment you do that, you would get hacked. So that is one way. The second way is sponsorships. This one, basically, they send you an email. They tell you they are from a certain company, and they've seen your subscribers. They've seen all the videos you've been doing on your YouTube channel or on your Facebook, whatever you do on your Facebook. And then they will tell you that they really like your content and they will want to sponsor your channel. The way they usually get your email is from your about section. So for the content creators that have their emails in their about section, just know that one of these days you will also be targets of this type of email, so you need to be careful. The reason most people fall for this type of scam is because they tell you that they will pay you upfront. And once you hear, because if they tell you that you need to make some payment, or they will pay you after promoting the contents, then you might see it as fishy. But they will tell you that we'll pay you upfront, that once, if you're interested, let us know and just tell us you're interested. So the moment you tell them you're interested, then that is where the whole stuff happens. The whole scam starts happening. They would send you a link, and once they send you that link, they'll tell you to follow the video instructions there, that the video has some promotional materials, like a video. It has some documents you sign for them to go ahead with the contract. And then, but what you don't know is that that link they will send to you would have a malware. That's a malicious software. So the moment you click on it, or you will think it's a document because it will look like a document. The moment you click on it, they've taken over your device. You will get hacked, and they can have access to whatever they want to have. So you need to be careful. These are some of the scams that this one was really popular in 2022. I think it really started in 2022. So it's one that will continue in 2023, because I think in 2022 alone, I got over 40 of these emails, of this type of emails, some came in different manners, some came looking more sophisticated than the other ones. So you just need to be careful about things like this. And sometimes they will also put fake information about themselves. They'll tell you, oh, we are from this company. And if you're not careful, you would think it's a legitimate company, because they will go to Wikipedia and copy an information about this company. They'll tell you, okay, we are this company, we are from this company, we do video games, we do NFT, and this is our website. They will put the real website of the organization. So when you click on the website, or the link of the website, or the link to the website, you will see that, oh, this is really a legitimate organization. But when they send you second link, or once you've agreed for the promotion and they send you the second link, they're sending you a malware and this other stuff. So when you receive emails as such, make sure you check the sender. Who is sending this email to me? Is it from the domain of the website or the company? So for example, if Amazon is sending you a promotional, if Amazon wants to sponsor your content, or if Skillshare wants to sponsor your content, they will send you an email with something that ends in skillshare.com or skillshare.org, depending on their website. But they wouldn't send you a message from an email domain that is .aol. So that .aol is a domain that has been used for this type of scam messages. So SendGrid, AOL, all these public mailing platforms that they use to spam lots of email, bulk email, or to send bulk emails are things you should look out for. So most scammers also spam over 100. For example, someone can just wake up in the morning and decide that today we are going to spam 1,000 of this email using AOL or SendGrid or whatever email platform they are using, and we'll send it to over 1,000 people. And trust me, out of the 1,000 people they send it to, over 100 people would click on those links or would not know that it is a scam, and they end up getting scammed or compromised because when they click on those links like that, they get further information about them or get into their computer to be able to withdraw from their bank accounts or do whatever they want to do. So it's something you should be careful about. Also, grammatical errors in the emails, but you need to be careful. These days, scammers know that they have to get Grammarly, because Grammarly, you have free option of Grammarly, so they can always get Grammarly for free and use the Grammarly to make their, or to properly construct their grammar when sending this email. So grammatical error is not always a good test of if this mail is a scam. So just check the heading of the mail or check the sender, the email, whatever at email.com. Check whatever that email is. If it's not from the company, then just know that it's a scam immediately. Sponsorship email will come from a partner manager, and the partner manager will give you opportunities to reach out to the person, even via video call if you want to. So if it is a legitimate sponsorship deal, you should be able to reach out to them even via video call, and they will reach out and they would be glad to speak with you directly. I think usually that's how it works. So and I've also said you should check the email of whoever is sending this. So I think that's all you basically need to know. Then the delivery method is usually via email. That's the most popular way of this scam, or that's how this scam was propagated. They'll send you DMs telling you that they like your content and they see that you have a good number of following and they will want to advertise on your platform. So you need to be careful about all those things. Or don't just see money, because most people, once they see money, they immediately start taking actions. So you need to be careful. So the sixth one is remote access scam. So this one is like one of the oldest scams in the book, or in the scam book. And this one, you can also call it tech support scam. So this one, basically, scammers try to get remote access to your computer to control your computer. And then the way this one works is that you'll get called by a scammer pretending to be from one organization. Either they tell you that from Microsoft, or they'll tell you that from any company. In fact, sometimes they could tell you that they are from your telco, your telecommunications provider, or your network provider. They will tell you that we noticed that your network is slow, or your Wi-Fi has been slow recently, and it's because you've been hacked. So we need to access your computer. For those that know all these type of scams, you would feel like, who would fall for this scam? But there are people that don't know about this, especially the elderly people. So they will reach out to them and will tell them that you need to give us access for us to review your Wi-Fi and help you to fix the issue. And then they tell you to download TeamViewer or AnyDex or any of these remote access tools. And once you do that, they will gain access to your computer and they can do a lot of stuff. They can withdraw from your accounts. They can install some malware or some keyloggers or some stuff there that will be monitoring your computer and whatever you do. Also, there is another trick they could use. Some of them could pretend that they're from your website. They know you have a website. There are some of these people that monitor people. They know you have a website. They can reach out to you and say, hello, we are your website domain platform, and we notice that there is a malware, or your website is currently compromised, and if you're not careful, it could get hacked. So we need to help you to do some things on the website. And you say, oh, I didn't know, is it that bad? What's that? Blah, blah, blah. They will now reach out to you, and once they request the TeamViewer access or the remote access, once you give it to them, they will do whatever they want to do. Also, some might tell you that they noticed a consistent attempt to hack your website, or they noticed constant login to your website, that someone was trying to log in constantly and their attempts kept getting blocked. So they need to check if someone has compromised your website, or they need to help you change some things. And if you are smart enough to ask them, but can't you do it over at your end, they'll tell you that no, that is relating to your IP address. They'll just give you one bogus information that you wouldn't understand. And the moment you listen to them and give them access to TeamViewer or AnyDex, then they take control of your computer. And what are the warning signs? The warning signs is that they could just call you from nowhere and tell you that from support, or they're from your website or whatever. They can give you any story. They also request that you buy, sometimes they could request you buy some software, that it's with that software that you'll be able to fix the issue. And you also need to sign up to a service, so it could also come that way. Some could ask for your personal details or credit card details or your passwords or something like that. In most of these cases, the caller is always very persistent and pushy. So you will notice that this person will keep on telling you, you have to do it now, you have to do it. They will employ urgency. And the moment they employ urgency, you will think it is, you will just feel, sometimes you might just adamantly, or you might just say, oh, this person is really disturbing me, let the person just go ahead. So this is one thing they employ, urgency and threats, basically. So how do you protect yourself from this type of scam? Never give an unsolicited person remote access to your computer. If the person says it's from your bank, tell the person you will visit your bank and sort out the issue yourself. If the person tells you it's from your website, whatever, tell them you send an email to your website hosting company, and or you rather visit their office. Just tell them that and just end the conversation, end the call. Then also make sure your computer is protected and updated with necessary antivirus or anti-malware and spyware software. So the delivery method is usually via phone call. That's the most popular way this type of scam works. They first of all call you before they request for the remote access. Then the people that are prone to this majorly are those that are 65, over 65, that's the elderly, and also the non-techies, the people that are not really into tech, maybe the nurses or people that really don't know much about tech. They usually fall for this type of scams. So also those that were the age range of 45 to 54 were also the next to the people over 65 to fall for these scams. So you can see the age group. Like I said, it does not mean those that are 18 years to 24 or 18 to 50 or whatever didn't fall for these scams. It just means that these ones I mentioned are the ones that are more prone to it or that have been targeted in the past. So the seventh type of scam you should be concerned about are the phishing scams. So this one is when scammers use social engineering tricks and phishing tricks to try to get something from you. So how does it work? So there are different types of variations. There's the phishing, or there's the vishing. This is via phone call where they call you to try to get your sensitive information. They could pretend to be from the bank or a friend or from years ago. They tell you, oh, I'm your friend I was your friend in secondary school, or I was your friend in university, can't you remember me? Whatever it is, they just pretend, and from there they build up relationships. Then they tell you there's this business or there's something that you need to do, whatever it is. They try to scam you using that method. Then there's also SMS, phishing scams via SMS. That's called smishing, when they send you either a link to click on via SMS, or a fake survey that they will tell you to review a product, or an offer for a product that is limited price or something like that. So once they send you any of these things, they could also send you via email. Okay, they will pretend to be from Netflix, they pretend to be from PayPal, they pretend to be from Amazon. They'll tell you that your account has been limited, or your subscription has expired, or you were hacked or something like that. Whatever it is, you know how phishing scams work. So that is what this one is all about. So the warning signs, what are the warning signs? You might get a call or a text or email claiming to be from your bank or telecommunications or any other businesses that you deal with. So they will ask you to verify your details. So once you hear something like, oh, you need to verify your details, we need to get more details from you, we need to know what this is, we need to know your password. So once you get such calls, or once you see such images telling you to verify your details, you need to be careful. Also, the email might not address you by your proper name or your first name. If any email is coming to you, maybe from Netflix or from anybody that is pretending to be from all these organizations, most times they'll just say hi and then they'll continue the email. They wouldn't say hi, Emmanuel, because they don't know your name. Some of these people spam these emails hoping to get one victim. So you need to just take note of all those little things. Then also, you need to check the grammatical errors or typing errors. So, like I said, it may contain typing errors or grammatical errors. It may. So sometimes it might not, because some of these people use Grammarly, or some of these scammers use Grammarly. This one is like post-compromise stage. If you've been phished and if you've been compromised, you might notice some new icons on your computer that you never installed, or you might notice that your computer is getting slow. Then at that point, you've already been phished. This is a post-phishing stage. So you need to find a way to solve that issue. Then how do you protect yourself from this? So you need to follow all the basic online safety and cyber safety hygiene practices. So we have a lot of videos on this channel that discusses that. I've said it before, and I think you should consider subscribing to this channel if you've not done that. I feel like the videos here will help you. Then another thing, don't just click on links and attachments from any sender. Someone might just send you a random link. I've had times where my friend will just send me, maybe a friend I've not really talked to in, let's say, 6 months, maybe on WhatsApp or Facebook, and then the person just sends me a link without context. It always really infuriates me because I'm like, why would you just send me a link? And the link is not just looking maybe like a link to a Facebook video or link to a YouTube video. It might just be one random link or a shortened link, maybe bit.ly or Kotlin link, all these shortened links. And then I'm like, why would you just send me a link without context? So you need to be careful about those things. Sometimes the person's account might have been hacked and they'll be using their accounts to propagate phishing to you. So once you see all those kind of things, don't just click on the links or don't just click on the attachments. There are attachments that they send today via phishing attachments. If you see any HTML attachment in your email, this is the common one that I'm sure in 2023 this one will catch, or this one will affect a lot of people. You will see the email attachment having .html. The moment you click on it, you don't need to install anything. Once you click on it, you've been compromised. So you need to take note of that. So for more of everything about phishing or most of these vulnerabilities or these risks, I have an ebook which you can always get. You can get this ebook. I made sure I explained some of these concepts to be very understandable. Like when you see the concept, you will understand it. I made sure even a non-techie, someone that does not know anything about tech or cybersecurity, reading this book will be enough guide to help you to stay safe from all these things. So it's to just improve your cybersecurity posture. So if you know that you want to get it, then you can go ahead and get that ebook. The link will be in the description. So I would appreciate it. I think it costs around $5 thereabout. So I would appreciate if you can get the ebook. It will help you and you will also be helping me. That's one way you can help to support the channel and the contents. So the 8th type of scam. So this we are getting up the ladder now. We're getting to the more potent scams, make money online scams. So I'm sure you'll be wondering, are there scams that are make money online scams? Yes. So scammers tell you that, or scammers show you dubious platforms or platforms that are really fishy, like fishy websites, telling you that you can make money from this website. And so how does it work? There are some people that, if you know what, or there are some people that join my channel or subscribe to my channel because of a video that I did. It's called Sporty Bet Adder. So what they did was that they reached out to you. They'll reach out to you on Facebook or on a Facebook group, and then they would be talking about this particular application that once you just need to purchase the application for 5,000 naira or equivalent to $10. Once you purchase this particular application, you'll be able to multiply your money, and then you can get 100,000 naira or almost $500 for you to. They'll tell you can multiply your money, that once you put in that once you purchase the app for $5,000, they'll tell you that once you purchase the application for 5,000 naira, that you'll be able to get 100,000 naira. So they're almost like multiplying it by 5. So they tell you you can do that. And what they are doing is that once you download that software and you fill in your details, you put in your credit card to recharge your account, they'll show you the steps. They'll tell you you will recharge your account with your credit card. Once you recharge it, you do some stuff, and before you know it, in 24 hours, it will immediately turn to 100,000 naira. That is like a trick or something. I don't know how they call it. I can't remember how it was. So many people fell for this. So many people that put in their card details ended up losing money because they started getting debits from their card, and until they found the channel. Some were lucky that they found the video before they went ahead to listen to these people, while some of them had already been victims before they found the video. So I'm sure you've also been seeing YouTube advertisements where they tell you you can play this game and make money online. Then you will see some fake withdrawal slips or withdrawal method. They'll just show you one form of withdrawal that, oh, I just got credited with this amount of money after playing this game. if you are gullible to fall for this, trust me, you will lose a lot of money. So any of this make money online games you should just avoid them, because there was one that I exposed on my channel. That one was like a Ponzi scheme. You get to put your money, and as you put your money, it's programmed that you can never really get more than you put in. So if you put maybe 1,000, you end up getting, maybe after playing or wasting your money, you end up getting maybe 500 to withdraw, and you can't even withdraw the 500. And sometimes even when you get more than 1,000, or maybe you get 5,000 out of the 1,000 you put in, you will not be able to withdraw it. So these are some of the tricks they use. They build games, or they bring games and tell you can make money from it, or you end up losing your money. So the warning signs, what are the warning signs? If they tell you that it is guaranteed, that your winning is guaranteed, if they tell you that the winning is guaranteed, then you need to be careful. That's usually the statement they use. Then they tell you can make a ridiculous amount of money in a short period of time. Then you need to be careful about that. If they tell you that you have to make no effort at all, that there's this way to make money online. Some people are always watching these make money online videos, and you see some funny ways to make money online, and you need to just don't just look at the money. Try and reason, because the moment if you don't reason, if you take away your reasoning, then you end up getting scammed. You end up wasting your time for no reason, or wasting resources, or even giving your information to malicious people. So look at the platform that they are saying. What is it possible, or does it make sense? Okay, I wrote about this in my website. I exposed some of these make money online videos, and some of the platforms. You can visit my website scybersafe.com, check the blog part of the website, and you will see some of those things. So how do you protect yourself from things like this? If you have to put money in a particular platform to earn money from it without utilizing a skill, then you need to beware. Listen to what I said. If you have to put your money in a platform only for the platform to give you back money later, without you doing any form of skill, no editing, no graphic designing, you didn't make any effort, there's no form of effort, or they preach to you that you don't need to do anything, you can just sleep and you get money, then that is a red flag. You just need to be careful about that. You can also just be randomly contacted about some of this stuff, so you just need to be careful. The delivery method is usually social media ads and sponsored ads. I'm sure you've seen some of these fake sponsored ads going around. So many people are falling for it, because so many people think all sponsored ads are legitimate, but that's not the case. Some of these platforms don't really review the ads or the product or services that they are selling. They just immediately allow them to put out those ads. So you need to be careful. The age group that are falling for this scam as at 2022, the age group that was hit by this mostly was the age group of 25 to 44. So those group of people were affected by this. It does not mean that others were not also affected, but we had higher cases in this age group. So the ninth one, I'm sure you can already guess it. It's the dating and romance scams. I'm sure so many people were waiting for this. So many people were like, Ima, when will you call the dating and romance scams? Or is that no longer a thing? It's no longer in existence? Well, it is still in existence, but it is not our number one for today. It has fallen down to number 2. And the way dating and romance scam works, I'm sure you know about this one. Scammers take advantage of people looking for romantic form of relationships. They often via dating websites or apps or social media. So how does this one work? Basically, they try to impersonate someone, so they will now reach out to you via DM or email or other dating platforms. They claim to like you, and then they will start chatting with you. So once you see something like that, once someone should just reach out to you, and okay, basically, so they can craft a story about. So sometimes they can craft a story about a sick relative that needs some money, and they need you to help them. This is after the relationship has gone a long way. Then they will find a way to get money from you, because that's the aim of those that do these dating and romance scams. Also, they might tell you that they have flight plans to see you, but something happened and they lost their money, so they cannot come and see you, or they can't travel to meet you. So these are some of the red flags to take note of. You can go ahead and make research about these dating and romance scams. It's very popular. You can check for the new tricks and strategies they use. But basically, if you are that type of person that is trying to find love out there, you need to be careful. If the person, and what are the warning signs? If you meet someone online and they profess their love to you immediately, telling you that they already love you, or they like you, or they so much appreciate you, maybe in less than 1 week of you chatting with this person, you need to be careful about that stuff. It's a red flag. Also, they are never consistent with their stories. Sometimes they tell you that, oh, they are natives of this. They tell you that they are in one country, and then the next time they tell you that in another country. And then when you ask, but you told me you told me you were in this country before, they'll say, oh, it's just a business meeting. I'm usually in this country, or I reside in this country, but I had to go here for a business meeting. There's always some form of inconsistency with whatever story that they have to tell you. Some tell you that they grew up, that they're Nigerians that grew up in UK, so they're currently in UK, or they're in Nigeria, or they just came back to Nigeria to see their parents. That's when you've caught them. They tell you they just came back to see their parents. There are lots of, so once you just start seeing any of this inconsistency, you need to be careful. Then poor wording of their messages. If their messages are not really, although this one, it's not all of them that are native, so that one is not really a thing. If you notice that money is becoming a request, or if you notice that the person is now requesting for money and the person is becoming desperate, the person is telling you to help their career, or they are having some struggles and they feel down, they feel like taking their lives, whatever, they might just they will just try everything to make you to drop money. Once you start noticing that, then it's obviously a red flag. So how do you protect yourself from all this? Don't send money to anyone you haven't met in person. Don't send money to anyone you haven't met in person. They might show you fake videos. You might want to request a video call. Some of these people know how to doctor a video. They will just put a fake video and they tell you the audio is bad. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you. And then they start making the video distort and they'll say their network is bad. They always try to avoid video calls. And for those ones, some will even have a video call with you. It might be a Nigerian, it might be an African, it might be an American. They'll tell you, oh, I'm in this country. But whereas they are not where they say they are. So you just need to be careful about all those things. Always assume the person reaching out to you is a scammer. So if you're in a dating platform, I know this one is sort of extreme, but once someone sends you a message on any dating platform, or maybe the person tells you that they like you, just immediately feel like the person is a scammer. That's the only thing that can save you. There's one thing I always tell people in cybersecurity, or that's like the core of cybersecurity or cyber safety: trust but verify. So if the person says, I'm this person, you can trust the person. Okay, good, I'll give you the benefit of doubt, but verify that that person is who he or she says they are. So you can use reverse image search to search for the picture. The person might be using one picture, it might be a fake picture, it might be a real picture. Just try to use Google or TinEye or Yandex or all these reverse image platforms. I've done videos like that on my channel that you can use to search an image to know if the person is impersonating someone else. So once you use that, you know if the person you're talking to is legitimate. Then also, to protect yourself, never send any personal image to them when they request it. Scammers, all these dating and romance scammers, that's like their MO now. That's their mode of operation. They request your personal image. They tell you, oh, please, can you send your picture to me? And the reason they are requesting for that is to confirm if they are talking to make sure they are not talking to their fellow scammers. So that's why they do that. So they want to make sure that it's not a scammer situation where a scammer is chatting with another scammer, because that's what you typically see in dating sites. So usually they will ask you for your picture. So when you send them your picture, they do a reverse image or search on that picture to make sure you're not impersonating someone else. If you're impersonating someone else, or if you're using someone else's image, or if you send someone else's image to them and they do the reverse image search, they will know that you are a scammer, or they will know that you are not being upfront with them, or they will know that you are probably trying to scam bait them. So they also do this to know if they are being scam baited, or is it scam baited? They will do this to make sure that they are not talking to a scam baiter. So that's why they request for pictures. So if they request for your picture, please don't send it to them. And at that point, just know that the person is a scammer, because the person must have seen you before So why is the person requesting for your picture or something? So that's just a red flag basically. And if you end up sending your picture can be used to impersonate another person. So if you send your picture, imagine me sending my picture to someone that maybe I met online. The person can decide to use my picture now to scam someone. The person will be pretending to be me. And plus the person already has some of your details. The person knows your name, probably where you stay, your location and stuff. So if the person has those information about you, the person could impersonate you. So it's something you need to be careful about in order to protect yourself. Then this is very, very important. Don't send nudes or compromising pictures. Okay? Don't send nudes or compromising pictures. The moment you do that, they can use it to blackmail you, and they'll tell you that, oh, if you don't send this amount of money to us, we'll send this picture online, or we'll send it to your friends, your contacts on Instagram, your contacts on WhatsApp, your family members, and all. So please don't do that, even if you've been talking to someone. Except the only person, like I would say, the only person you can really trust is someone that is around you. For example, if you're in America and you're dating someone in America, or you found someone online and the person also says is in America, try to have, maybe you can be chatting with the person for a week or a month, but before you send any money, you shouldn't even be sending money. But if at all you need to send any money, make sure it's someone you've met physically. If the person is in US and the person really loves you or likes you, like the person said, the person can come to meet you. But in some cases, they'll tell you that they don't have money, finances to come and meet you. Then at that point, you just know that there's something fishy about that. So unless you've met the person physically, please don't give the person anything. That's just my take on you being safe. Then it's obviously not smart to travel overseas to meet someone that you met online. I'm sure that one is it's common sense, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that maybe, because some people do it, but please don't do it if you have in mind of going overseas to meet someone that you just met online. I don't think you should do that. Then don't send any personal info or personal documents. The person might request for your passport or your pictures, like I said, or your phone number or your home address. Please never send your exact home address to someone you met online. It's not advisable. Don't do that. So the delivery method is usually dating mobile applications, social networking, and emails. Those are the ways they contact you. So once they contact you on those dating platforms, they can tell you to chat, that they can move the chat to something more private, like WhatsApp, Telegram, or all these other private messaging platforms. So I'm still in a scammers group, by the way. I'm still tracking some of the things they do. And there's this platform called Milfroom. I don't know what platform that is. The name sounds very, I don't know. So I don't know what they are doing there. I've not really gone in depth to understand whatever they are doing there, but this is just a heads up to those that are using that platform. Then if you're in the age of, those that are falling for this scam in the past are those that are in the age of 35 to 44, 45 to 54, and those over 65. Typically, these are the people that are looking for love or looking for partners. So it's obvious that they are the ones that are falling for these scams. It does not mean those that are 18 or 25 or those that are younger. It does not mean they are not falling for this, but it's obvious that this age group that I mentioned in the first place are the ones that fall for this mostly. So finally, we are at the last scam, which is the top scam that got a lot of people in 2022, and I'm sure it's going to continue in 2023 because of how effective it is, or because of the way it works. So it is investment scams. So there are different types, but the most common type of investment scam is the cryptocurrency scam, where you see different fake cryptocurrency trading websites. So someone could just send you a DM, someone could introduce you, someone could have hacked your friend's account and then introduce you to a particular cryptocurrency platform and tell you can make money, you can put in some money, and then you see your crypto increasing. Especially for those that don't know anything about crypto, the moment they join this, they put in their dollars and then they get crypto, you end up losing your money. So you might see, you can take it to some websites where you have to sign in. When you sign in, you use your money to purchase the so-called crypto, and once you do that, you will notice that, oh, you might be seeing growth, that your crypto is increasing maybe daily. You don't need to do anything, and all of a sudden your crypto is increasing, and you'll be going for it. You would not know that this is just fake, that it's how do they call it, it's fake progress basically. And then when you try to withdraw it, you won't be able to withdraw it. When you try to reach out to them, they've disappeared, or they've changed the website entirely. So to be protected from things like this, you have to check, if you have to make sure that platform or that cryptocurrency website is registered in your country. Investigate their location. Which country is this located in? Do they have jurisdiction? Do they have business registration? So you need to make those investigations. Don't just jump. Any place you have to put your money, you need to be careful. Don't use emotions to do any form of investment or business transactions like this. Then another type of investment scam is the stock and share scam. That's the trading, all this stock trading or whatever it is. So someone might send you a DM on social media or social media groups and show you fake alerts and tell you that, oh, I traded this, I've been in trading, I put in my money, and the trading, I don't know how those trading stuff works, but they give you different forms of lies. Then you also see you might see some fake reviews also coming with those platforms. So don't let those fake reviews deceive you. Then sometimes they use accounts of hacked celebrities. Okay, once they've hacked the celebrities, once they've hacked the celebrity's account or someone's account or an influencer's account, they can use fake bots to send message or comments on a post saying, oh, this is legitimate, I made this amount of money from this. So you need to look at all those signs. So what are the warning signs or the red flags? If this cryptocurrency or investment platform promises you low risks and high returns, then you need to be cautious. If they tell you, or if they're just putting it in your face that, oh, this is low risk and high returns, that you get high returns, and sometimes they'll tell you there's no risk at all, that you won't lose, then you need to be worried about, you need to be careful about that platform. Then if you are contacted out of the blue, if it seems like they read your mind, if because there are sometimes you feel like someone just read your mind. Oh, I've been thinking about investing something. I have this amount of money. I have 2 million naira or 2 million or $1 million, but I don't know what to use. I have $1 million is kind of overkill. I have $10,000, but I don't know what to invest in. And then you start searching on platforms of people talking about investments, types of investments, and maybe a YouTube video talking about the investments or type of investments. And then you say something like, oh, I don't know, I'm looking for the best type of investment. So these people are monitoring you. They've seen that you want to invest and you probably have money to invest. So they immediately send you a DM on maybe your Facebook or that platform. So you need to be careful of all those things. Once you just get contacted out of the blues, and then it's something you need to be careful about. Then if they direct you to a faceless channel showing you how to use the platform, see, on YouTube there are lots of malicious faceless channels. Like faceless channels, when I say malicious, there are malicious faceless channels that show you how to use some malicious platforms or websites. And once you visit those websites to do any form of investment, they'll show you how to use it, they'll show you how to invest, and they'll tell you they've made some money from it. Once you do whatever they say, you end up losing your money. Be careful of faceless channels that are showing you how to invest, because a human being actually needs to show you so that you can hold someone accountable if anything goes wrong. So there's always high pressure tactics. They will always pressure you to go ahead and invest. They will tell you are wasting lots of time, that the market is very flexible, or is it liquid, or how do they put it? I don't know how they put it, but they just use one jargon and tell you need to invest immediately, or in the next 48 hours things will change. So those are things you need to be careful about. Then they also use celebrity endorsement or images, or also influencers. So I've seen cases where they use a celebrity and they just put the celebrity's image on a thumbnail or on an ad, and they send a sponsored ad. There's one I saw about Mr. Beast, this popular YouTuber. There's one I've seen about musicians. They'll tell you that, oh, this musician is supporting this platform, that you need to join this trading platform or this investment platform, and this person is making money from it. You just need to be careful. Then also influencers. This one is the one that irritates me a lot. There are so many influencers out there that are used as a tool for this, or for all these type of scams, where these companies or these people just reach out to them, and maybe it's like a Ponzi scheme, and then they reach out to these influencers and tell them that we'll give you this amount of money. You just need to tell your subscribers to, or your followers to buy into this our platform, or to do this, or to do that, or to take this action. We know about Logan Paul and his crypto zoo, whatever it is. So many of these influencers just collect money from all these people, and then without even using the platform, without testing the platform, they just want to get money, and then they advertise anything to their followers or their subscribers. So this is something you need to be careful about. Even though I did a video about this, I think it was a YouTube Shorts video. Even if it is a song, even if it's someone you are subscribed to, or a follow, or an influencer you like or love, if they're introducing you to a platform that's helped them make money, or whatever lies they might want to put, whatever acting they want to put up, whatever acting or whatever form of acting they put up, you need to make your own research. Don't just say, oh, because this influencer recommended it, it's legitimate. Don't do that. Please make your research before jumping into any platform that has to do with investment, unless you lose your money. And some people get loans, they put in loans into this investment, and in the end they take their lives because they can't just bear the loss, and nobody's going to get you back your money. So you need to be careful about those things. How do you protect yourself? If you feel like you need to go into an investment, or you have lots of money but you don't know what to invest it into, get professional financial advice. So there are people that you can pay to give you financial advice. They'll help you look around they'll help you look at your surrounding, look at the market, look at what you like, and then they tell you, okay, you should invest in this, you should maybe invest in farming, you should invest that money in services, you should do this, you should do that. So get professional advice. Don't just jump into what people are saying online, especially when it's not really clear what they are doing. So do your research also. I have videos that help you investigate platforms, websites that could potentially scam you. You can investigate the website, check when the website first started, check if there's consistency of the website in the website, because there are some websites that they change over time what they've been doing. The website can be a cryptocurrency platform today, then tomorrow it must have changed the whole domain and everything to becoming a news platform or something like that. So just make sure that the name of the website has not been changing over time. So it's something you need to check. Then check YouTube, check Google. Is this platform a scam? Once maybe the name of the platform is Get Money Fast website, all you need to do is go to Google and search, is Get Money Fast website a scam? Sorry. The moment you check that, or the moment you search that, or put that in your search query, you will surely see some stuff about it. If there are some people that have gotten scammed in the past, or if the website has been tagged as malicious, or as a phishing website, or as a scam website, you will surely see something relating to it. So make sure you do your research. Don't just jump into it. Okay. So also, don't let your financial or investment plans, don't state your financial or investment plan in public. Don't say, oh, I'm planning on investing, I have this amount of money, but I don't know what to invest it in. The moment you do that in public, maybe on a forum or whatever, then trust me, you'll be the target of all these scammers and attackers that are trying to scam you. So don't do that. So the delivery method of this type of attack is social media, email, or phone. And the people that fall for this scam, or people that fell for this scam in 2022, were those that were in the age range of 35 to 40, and people that basically had money, that they were already working. So it does not mean that those in other age groups didn't fall for this, but those were the people that fell for it the most. So you need to be careful about this. In general, scammers target different scams based on age groups. Some scammers decide, oh, this person is this age, I think this type of scam will work on this person, so they use that type of scam. So I did a video about that, which I will just link somewhere up here. You can watch that video and it will give you an idea of how scammers target scams based on age group. So I'll see you in that video. Make sure you watch it. Bye guys.